everyone, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and I felt guided to offer lunar eclipse reading. We had a lunar eclipse yesterday here, or this morning in fact here, on the 16th. And when I was doing my morning quiet time, I felt guided. I felt a strong guidance to do this and to look at what, if you think about a lunar eclipse, it's about the shadow of the earth passing over the moon. And the moon is about mystery and those things that are hidden. So I thought, I felt that the message for today would be, what is the shadow work that you are doing over the next 6 months? What are you confronting? Because I think we're always confronting different aspects of ourselves if we choose to, that's part of our spiritual or self-development growth. So that's the theme for this reading. Today I'm guiding you as to my interpretation, so you can choose on the basis of what you think you need to work on, what you feel is the shadow aspect that you're working on right now, and you do know. So with group 1, we got this is group 2, sorry. With group 1, we got the 10 of Wands. And this, for me, came up as you taking on too much and not feeling confident enough in yourself to share the load. It's taking on stuff to the detriment of your own health, or to the detriment of your own dreams and the detriment of your own well-being. So if that applies to you, dear hearts, that's the shadow that you are working with. Now, what's so interesting is 1, 2, and 3 all got the devil card in some way. This card represents the devil as well in this deck. So think about that. And the devil, when it talks about power, whether negative or positive. So think about that. Group 2, yours is like this fear of change. It's like what came up, and including with your other cards, is this is the Page of Wands. And I'd done a first take, and then something went wrong, and you had got the Ace of Wands, which I often think is the page. But it's like, where are you afraid of your own new beginnings? Where do you get in the way of your own new beginnings? Group 2, because you are afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You hold yourself back somehow. And it's part of your personality, but where this reading is asking you to think about where that gets in your way of beautiful things coming to you, those things that are waiting. That was the suggestion there. Group 3, the 9 of Wands. This looks very much like the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. But it's standing up for yourself in a way that you can honor your own achievements. I think this group is battling with, these three are similar in some way, battling with their own, maybe to a certain extent, self-worth for some, but it's also about knowing how to honor your worth in some way with all these three. But this one in particular is like owning who you are, owning what you've accomplished, owning your ability. This one, group 3. Group 4 was slightly different. These are fire. So there's a lot of passion here. But this group comes in with the head. So there might be a lot of head people here, people that have got a lot of air in their charts. But this 5 of Swords talks about game playing. And if this is you, if you can relate to it, then this reading is for you. The question for me that came up was, how do you either allow others to play head games on you, to to the detriment of you fulfilling your dreams? Or how do you use any means possible towards fulfilling your dreams? Where do you say it doesn't matter what falls by the wayside kind of thing? From A to B, there's a straight line, and I'm not going to do whatever it takes or whatever is required to get there kind of thing. So if that applies to you, or vice versa, where you allow others to take away your power through head games, if you often find yourself in situations of head games, and those are the things getting in the way of your wish fulfillment or your feeling happy, then this is the reading for you. Okay, dear heart, and that's it. And I hope you enjoy the reading. Please won't you give me a like, share, and subscribe if you like this reading. I really felt called to do it. It's such an urging to come and do this, and I'm very happy that I did. I think that the messages were very powerful. Let's see what your reading wants to expose to you. What spirit guidance is here for you, dear heart? Let's see what your theme is. What is the shadow work you are being guided to look at? The 10 of coins, 10 of wands. Wow, very clear. Overwork. And look at this person. Now, I think that the theme, what this is about, is confronting why you feel the need, I think, to prove yourself. Like, I think when we overwork, we are either hiding from something, or it's all we know, but we can't be still if we are focused on work. And here, this card is linked to the card sign of Capricorn. That's 15, the number of the devil. And Capricorns are said to be very hard workers. That's their thing. But it's not something to be, overwork is it's not good for us, right? So what I'm sensing here is that you feel the need to prove yourself. I'm just going to get the C. Here you get the page of cups. And with the page of cups, it's like, I feel, because it was in the reverse, is this, I think your overwork is linked to needing to prove yourself, but not believing in yourself enough. Like, my best is not good enough. So I think that's what you'll be looking at, dear hearts. And you get the Chariot, and also the Chariot was in reverse. So I think you have an opportunity to move forward from this, to change this behavior. What I would say with the Chariot being in reverse is that this idea that you have to do it all can keep you stuck, keep you not moving forward to your dreams. Like, I have to prove myself, so it keeps me in the cycle of proving and giving, not asking for support, not asking for help. And it's such ego stuff, dear hearts, it's maybe feeling or wanting to believe, which is linked to not believing enough in yourself, is wanting to believe that you are indispensable. And I don't mean that in a harsh way. What is at the root of feeling like, if I don't do it, it will all come apart? It's like your sense of worth is tied into you proving yourself, So I think that's a really lovely message for you. Here's the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm getting here is with the Four of Wands. I think that this the Knight of Swords, being guided to look at how do you build your own stability, dear hearts? How do you build your own sense of self-worth? Build your own four walls, your metaphorical four walls, so that you feel stable enough to know when enough is enough. The Ten of Wands is taking so much on that you are always depleted and not looking out for yourself. Well, that's the picture that I'm getting here. And you are being guided to cut that out, to say no. It's right below the Ten of Wands. Say no. Say no when it's appropriate to say no, obviously, right? Because if you being asked and you're saying no can lead to you being fired or being outside of something, then you won't say no. But it's about learning when you can say no, and also speaking up for yourself. Like if you're taking on too much and you're just overworking, you need to step up and speak up for yourself. You need to speak up. You don't have to do it as a fight. You can speak calmly and clearly. I think that your fear here is that you will be left out in the cold. And let me just get a couple of advice cards that you can maybe use this to work on in the months to come, to help you work on this. That's the Eight of Pentacles. No, Four of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. I feel like this guidance here is to focus on there's your four walls. There's somehow you are needing to build your sense of grounding in this earth. So let me just get another sense of who you are, who you might be, now like everything but like these swords here, these let me just see, because the sense I'm getting is that you do this so that you because for some reason you're afraid of creating your own stability, and that's very important for you. And there's the Five of Coins. I think you're afraid of being the outsider, of being seen to be the one that's rocking the boat, kind of like, oh, that one doesn't want to. And you're afraid of being seen to be this non-loving person, I feel. But you've got these two fours, and they speak about, you know what I would say, group one, is that your focus needs to be on, maybe you can do a lot of work with the earth element in the months to come, like putting your feet solidly on the ground, thinking of, but doing this, like, I feel like your sense of self, the reason that you give so much is because you feel that is your stability. Now, I feel maybe you need to ask yourself, your overgiving, your giving, what form has it taken? And has it led to your building a stable foundation? Or has it led to you being exhausted? Has it led, and the Four of Coins can also speak about hoarding. And there you have the 5 of coins. Or has it led to you feeling like an outsider? You have the 10 of cups here, and that's like the potential. For me, that's the potential, and I think that that's like the cherry on top. And here, look at this, you get the Queen of Coins. It's almost like needing to find a way of appreciating your abundant nature without having to overgive. It's like the 2 sides of the coin, and the one hand feeling like the outsider, and the other being the captain of your own ship, the person at the helm, the queen, the goddess. Like, I'm deserving of all this beauty and abundance without me compromising myself. Yes, if it's in your nature to be hardworking, because you get the Queen of Coins, which would represent an earth sign. If that's what you enjoy, if it gives you joy, by all means. But this is saying overwork. It's saying overwork. So that's your guidance, and I think that your work over the next few months is working with the earth element. Like right now, I look out and I see monkeys. Those creatures are so clever, and they live on the earth. I mean, they are of the earth. Oh, what can I say? They are earth animals. I would say the message there is take time to watch them, or watch whatever is around you. Take time to be present in the moment, like to still yourself and enjoy quiet. And that quiet can be watching a blade of grass or sitting on the grass, but do a lot of that grounding work is the message that I'm getting for you. And with it, do this. I always talk about the stock take, because I think we must constantly do that. Why do I overgive? Why is this poor Page of Cups giving to everyone else but not to themselves, right? What do I get out of it? And be honest with yourself about what you get out of it. Do you get a feeling of satisfaction? Do you get a feeling that you're indispensable? But those are all mind tricks that we play on ourselves, so that we don't focus on our needs or the things that we need to work on within ourselves, or even our dreams. So here's your chance, group 1. I think this is a beautiful message. And please, I'm going to leave it there and hope that this has helped you. Because, let me just come back to the dreams. This is like wish fulfillment. But you, with the Chariot in the reverse and all this shit, are in danger of not working towards your own wishes. It's like you're doing everything for everyone else, but not you. So I'll leave it there, and please, won't you give me your feedback? I think this full moon feels, well, full moons and lunar eclipses are said to be more powerful. And I really felt drawn, guided when I was doing, like I really felt inspired and guided to do this. So I'm hoping that it helps you, dear heart. So please give me your feedback and like if you like it. And if it read for you, and if it's helped you in some way, and share with other like-minded souls, and help me grow my channel. I'll send you lots of love, group 4, and I'll be back soon with at the end of the month with your zodiacs, and then the next fortnight with your pick a card reading. Bye. Welcome back, group 2. Let's see what wants to come up for you. You get... And these came up in reverse, so we're falling out in reverse, should I say. Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Tower in reverse. So there's, what I'm getting for you is you are resistant to new beginnings. That's weird, but that's the impression I'm getting. It's like... you could be a person that's like a homebody maybe, and you find it hard to step out of your comfort zone. And you know what? We all do that at some stage. But this reading is about looking at some aspect of yourself that is maybe blocking you. So it's important I think if you came here, that's what the guidance is. That's the challenge for you is finding a way to overcome your fears of new beginnings. look at that, and you get the Hermit in reverse. It's almost like you withdraw to your detriment. Let me get, I'll just see what else comes up. And there's so much healing and joy waiting for you. It's like, I feel like you are being offered a new beginning. So look at this, dear heart. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of your 5 cards are major arcana. So this is big for you. I feel like there's something waiting for you. This new beginning, this journey, this adventure or venture. Could even be a venture, like a start of a new business or going into a partnership or something. It could be anything, but there's some new beginning that you could be blocking, or maybe you often block new beginnings because of your fears, because of your tendency to withdraw. And we all have different personalities, but when that works against us, which, like I say, is what this reading is about, is where's that working against you? And I think that it's related to your finding it hard to let go when something is past its sell-by date. That could be relationships, that could be work. Something has been like a constant, deep down that this is over, whatever it is, like you're no longer getting fulfillment out of it, but you are afraid to open yourself up to other possibilities. And I think your next 6 months, that's what it's about. Just challenging yourself in different ways to get out of your comfort zone, and to and in that way opening yourself up to doing things differently. There's so much healing waiting for you. And here you get the Devil card. Let me see what the Devil is doing there. Because the Devil can talk about power issues. But, I feel like it's like not taking up your power. I think Group 1 also got the Devil. It's like being afraid to even own your power, Group 2. You get the 10 of Swords. There's the same message. It's like endings wanting to happen, but you stay stuck even when an ending is so clear to you, dear hearts, and I think that's such a lovely thing for you to look at over the next few months. The Knight of Wands, it's like the Knight of Wands normally rushes in and out. It's almost like you're afraid to become that person that takes things for granted, takes people for granted, takes jobs for granted, or whatever the case might be. You don't want to become that. So you know what I'm getting? It's like you want to be the honorable one, kind of. But by all means, be that beautiful, honorable soul. But don't let it be your downfall. Hey, look at that. And then you get the Magician, because there's so much power. Like, look at that. You get the Devil and you get the Magician. 2 very powerful cards about. Here it's called ego, and the Devil gets such bad press. But the Devil is about using power, learning. Well. The Devil is about shadow work. So this is big for you. This is big for you, Group 2. If you've chosen Group 2, this is big for you. You are learning. I think your shadow work is about confronting your fears about stepping out of your comfort zone, doing it slowly, steadily. But you are also confronting your fears about taking up your power. Taking up your power because you don't want to be that asshole. Let's put it that way. But you can do that, and that's what the Devil is our teacher. The Devil is our teacher. That's the hard work. That's the hard work, is being all you can be, but still being the kind hearted soul that you believe yourself to be, that is your essence. And I think that's beautiful. I love this. And then the Magician is being able to make manifest your dreams, make manifest. Look, I'm seeing the Magician here, right directly below the Page of Wands, like an offer comes in, or maybe there's an offer hovering that you are so reluctant about because of your fears. You don't like to bring down structures. You want to stay in your little hidey hermit hole. You might have a lot of Virgo in you, you know, or you might have Virgo in your placement somewhere. I don't know. Well, anyway, and but there is this opportunity. I feel like there's an opportunity that's presenting itself, or it's hovering, or might come in, and you're doing this work helps you, leads you towards being able to manifest some kind of dream. Now, I say this always, I don't believe in manifestation as it's put forward, like the law of attraction. I've been down that road, guys. I've been there. I was into all those books many years ago, trust me. And then it became such a hype. You know, and the truth of the matter is, the world is built unfairly. The world is built unfairly, and it's built to suit certain people, you know, and so, and at the bottom of it is that we also have a say in our manifestations, that it's not clicking fingers, but we do the hard work. And for you, the hard work is doing this internal work, being willing to push your boundaries little by little. It doesn't have to be big things. Push your boundaries, dear hearts. Let the next 6 months be about that, and just keep your eyes open for when offers look like this or feel like this for you. I just want to get another card that maybe represents you a little bit, that says something about you, your nature maybe. And look at that flying out here. Oh wow, the High Priestess. You are deep, dear hearts. You are deep, and I feel like you're also going through a deep transition. The High Priestess is about accessing some kind of inner guidance, inner wisdom. You know, the High Priestess does that when we are ready to move within. I also, you know, and when I was reading this, I was thinking water sign. Water sign kept coming up for me. Someone who's deep, maybe even a Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Like for me, Scorpio is very deep, but often turn that pain or turn things inward, like are hard on themselves. Cancer wants to protect their loved ones, you know. So that's especially I'm seeing Scorpio and Cancer here. So look at this. There's this new beginning on offer. There's like almost like an awakening of sorts. I think that's the feeling I get, like there's something beautiful on offer for you from Spirit. And all you need to do, don't make spirituality hard. Group 2. Slowly work on your fears. Work on, by doing just little things that are out of your comfort zone. And that way, honestly, I so believe that when we make that commitment, I must find this quote. Okay, I'm going to pause this to find this quote for you because it is so beautiful and it's so apt. Okay, here is this quote, and it's so beautiful. Group 2. Until one is, so this was my thing. Let me just give a backstory here because I like that. This was always my thing. I used to collect quotes, and I saw a young woman, 14-year-old, who's done a book based on quotes. I used to collect them. I love them. Anyway, this one has stuck with me, and it's by William Hutchison Murray. I'm just going to read the part that was in my head. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. And that for me, dear hearts, is saying that you take the step. Once you make a commitment, Spirit meets you halfway. it's like you are being beguiled, dear hearts. I love the fact that of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 of your cards are major arcana. Big things happening for you, dear group 2, and I wish you all the very best. And just I wish you all the very best with this, and I hope it reads for you. Please won't you share your feedback with me? I think it's very powerful, and give me a like if you like, and share with other like-minded souls, and I will chat with you again soon. And look, sorry, one more, the dragon puffing away for you. Lots of love to you, group 2. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. Let's see what comes up for you in this discussion about the shadow. So you get the 9 of Wands in reverse. Just want to think about that. This is in reverse. And what it's, I guess either way it's saying to me, let me get it clarified, but the thing that's coming to me is a lack of, like, not honoring your experiences. Somehow you are undervaluing your experiences. Oh, and similar message to group 2 in some ways, because in fact everyone's got the devil, which is the card of shadow work. For me, that's the main one of the main cards. Well, the moon and the devil. Well, the devil definitely card of shadow work, And okay, so wow, the message that it's a very similar to group 2. It's this idea that you're afraid of your power, group 3. You're afraid. I think you're making the mistake of confusing power with the abuse of power. You don't have to abuse power to stand in your power, and you don't have to be an asshole to be in your power. You can still be. You can find the balance. You really can find the balance. Let me see what the other cards bring up. I want to get a clarify for all these cards. What is Spirit trying to tell you? Let's see. What is the 9 of Wands telling us? What's the 9 of Wands here for? Judgment. Gosh, this is the weirdest thing. Every time I get this card, I think about judgment. I always think about judgment, and those who follow me will know that I go on that. When I get the 9 of Wands, I talk about doing an inventory, like a stock take, which the judgment card is about. Well, firstly, I think you might be in danger of judging yourself too harshly. Wow, gosh. Queen of Cups. Let me just give this some thought. Okay. So, I think this is big for you, group 3. The next 6 months are about looking deeply at where you sell yourself short, where you hold yourself small. This is very much like the this poem, or this beautiful paragraph, or like a poem. What is it? I don't know. Is attributed to Nelson Mandela, but actually Nelson Mandela was rereading the words of Marianne Williamson, and where she speaks about dimming your light. It's not your darkness, but your light that you're afraid of. So I'm seeing that kind of thing here, and maybe think about that. I'm gonna so look for that poem by Marianne Williamson. What is it called? Gosh, I don't know why. These readings are powerful. And I don't know why I can't remember these things, because they're right there. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. So we're not afraid that we are not good enough. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. So we're afraid of our power, is what she's saying. It is our light, not our darkness, that insight that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? And then I think she goes on to say, who are you not to be? So dear hearts, I think that this lunar eclipse is asking you to face the shadow of where you play small. It's quite simple. I'm so curious about, this is the devil card. Oops. So this is the devil card, and it comes with the 3 of Swords. Gosh, I think this is a lot of inner child work. And I think what you need to be thinking about, dear group 3s, is where have you felt that the devil has led you to heartbreak? And by the devil here, I mean, where have you experienced taking power leading to heartbreak? It's possible that here's like a theory, the way I see it, is that empaths and loving people, sensitive souls, right, can give over power to others or allow, but if we allow and we are feeling abused, or that we are always giving and whatever, something's got to give, because there's not a balance. And so things can come out in the wrong way, because instead of asserting something, we are aggressive about something, because we have tamped down, Anyway, the point that I want to make is that you need to think you have a powerful 6 months ahead of you, group 3. For the next 6 months, what this eclipse is trying to show you, what spirit is trying to guide you, your higher self, is to think about why you relinquish power. This is the card of power. And in order to get there, you need to think about where you have taken power and it's led to heartbreak. It could be in friendships, in loverships, it could be from childhood even. And this is the victory card, flies out here, which is the 6 of Wands. And so what I'm thinking is that what you can do is just do it gently over the next 6 months. Just keep confronting where you relinquish power. And maybe you can, well, because the 6 of Wands came up, maybe you can, over the next 6 months, think about where you took power and it was hurtful. It might have hurt someone else, or it might have hurt you. And there might be many incidences. So just keep writing about them. What you can do is transmogrify them. I don't know if any of you watched Calvin and Hobbes. I used to love Calvin and Hobbes. So transmogrify is to change something, if I'm not mistaken. It's like transmutation. And so you use the I'm going to get out the Six of Wands. Or at least just think about how you can change that energy, how you can create or write a different outcome for that one that is successful. For each of those situations, just imagine how it would have been if you had acted in your power, if you had been in your power in a constructive way. And also, even if you had been in your power in a constructive way and the result was negative, just rewrite the result and bring make it victorious and feel what that victory feels like for you. Okay, so take a note of this card. Now, let me get more. I want to get a card that describes you, and maybe see what other advice Spirit has. Oh, look at that. There might be Aquarians in the house. But, well, I also see Capricorn, Aquarius here. In fact, that was the first thing I saw. Anyway, so you know what this is. Capricorn and Aquarius, ruled by Saturn. Saturn, especially Capricorn, is the hard taskmaster. Now, I feel like how Saturn plays out for Aquarius is in rigid ideas about right and wrong. You know, Aquarians can be so sure of themselves that they know. And that can be detrimental to you, you know, can hurt you. You can give up a relationship because you're so set on the hard and fast, dear hearts. Capricorn, I feel like some Capricorns, I don't think all, well, obviously not all, but I think, let me just say this, some Capricorns are afraid of taking up their power, and that's been coming up for Capricorn lately, is being afraid of that, of the potential to abuse power, because the devil is very powerful, you know, and there's such a fine line between taking up your power and abusing it. So you need to think about that. That's part of your thinking. And look at this. You get the Three of Coins. So I feel like, firstly, I feel like there's a lot of healing. This is such a healing journey for you. Like Group 2, they also got the Star card, I think. And it's healing in the sense of working... building up your, it's turning all this experience and wealth of whatever you have, you tamping it down, and because you're afraid of the power within you, transforming that so that you can allow yourself, firstly acknowledge it, and allow yourself to reap the rewards of it. It's like you are standing in your own way and getting to a stage where you can blow your own trumpet, you know, in a balanced way. Blowing your own trumpet in a balanced way. I think that, my dear Group 3s, that's been your battle in very different ways. It's like you've been afraid to put yourself out there or boast about yourself or even promote yourself in some way. And I think that's what you're learning. You're learning that there can be a balance, that you can take power constructively. And you know what's another thing that's been coming up a lot in readings, in some, you know, like specific readings. And I feel like in the Capricorn reading is this balance between the divine feminine and masculine. The masculine showing up as the devil, and the feminine showing up as either the Empress or the Queen of Cups. So it's talking about a gentle, while marrying these really two extremes, this a potential to abuse power, but harnessing that so that it's not abusive, taking power and doing so in a gentle way, in a self-loving way, and in a loving way towards others. That is no mean feat. You know, we find it very easy to be in extremes. But I really feel like for me, that's the journey of the soulful soul, is finding that way of, finding that path of melding those extremes. And I'm gonna leave it there, dear group 3. And I'd love your feedback. I think this is a beautiful reading. I must get to group 4 before the sun messes with my mojo here. Let me maybe go in. Okay, group 3, I send you lots of love. Please won't you give me your feedback? I'd love to hear how this sat for you. And give me your feedback of how you might use this in your future, or what the issues might be for you. I will chat with you again soon. I'll be back in the next 2 weeks with your next pick a card and with the zodiacs. I send you lots of love, group 3. Chat soon. Bye. Sorry. Welcome back, group 4. Let's see what your guidance is, what you could be looking at over the next 6 months. What is the shadow that you are being guided to focus on? Shadow work. Okay. There you go. So you get the 5 of Swords in the reverse. And I think let's see, let me not say just yet. You know, what I'm getting here for you, group group 4. Oh, come on, man. I'll just hold these up because the sun is coming and I'm trying to finish before the sun messes with your mojo, with my mojo actually. So you get the 5 of Swords, you get the 9 of Cups, and you get the 3 of Wands. Both these are about wishes, reaching out for your wishes. Now, there's 2 things that I'm getting for you, group 4. How do you shoot yourself in the foot? Well, the message I'm getting for you, group 4, is almost the idea of by any means possible. By any means possible. And I think that's what you need to work with in the next 6 months, is like maybe like a tendency towards shortcuts, like look, if this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. But where do you take shortcuts in reaching your wishes? Like almost like you'll do people in if need be. You know, I say this with no judgment. It's just that's what the cards are presenting to me, you know. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Like this Wands energy, Knight of Wands. No, Cups. So this can be frivolous energy. Like, oh God. This. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, that's a bit better. Let me just see. So, okay. It's kind of like yours has double meanings. Like, when are you foolhardy in trying to reach your goals? Maybe undercutting yourself or others, allowing others to undercut you. There's this sense of being in your head or playing head games or allowing them to be played against you. The Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in. The Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So it's almost like you want to rush to your wish fulfillment without thinking of the consequences, possibly. For some of you, it could be that you are complacent when it comes to other people taking from you, taking your wishes from you. So feel what's right for you. Let me get clarified. With the Knight of Cups, it's like an open-heartedness, but it's a bit naive. But let me see what other guidance comes up here. Yeah, the need for a more balanced approach. And even give and take, that's also about balance, right? And here, another card of balance, the Eight of Coins, but it's, in the reverse. So let me see what I can garner from this for you, Group 4. Just give me a moment, please. That's a 5. That's a 5. Both these cards are 5. So change. I feel like you can choose. Wow, look at this. The Two of Rods. You have a choice to make. Do you approach your dreams this way? Or do you approach them this way? This is the ultimate sense of balance, finding balance or harmony. Can you approach bringing your dreams about in a harmonious way rather than through fighting, through unwise choices, through playing games, through being in your head, or doing things at, winning at all costs? There's that kind of energy. It's either yours or it's around you, Group 4. So that is what your shadow work is about in the next few months. This is the Judgment. This is the Six of Coins, but it also represents a Judgment card. Rebirth. So maybe what you are needing to let go of, dear hearts, is this either frivolous. So this depends on how this sits for you, if it's you or the energy around you. Either letting go of a frivolous behavior towards other people's hearts, maybe, or an naive attitude towards others' intentions. Be more awake and aware of your behavior or others. With the Fool and the Eight of Coins, here again I get the shortcuts or being impulsive. So watch that. Watch that. Being impulsive about your dreams and what you wish for. Let me get one more card representing you, dear hearts. Four of Wands, which is a card of stability. So you might be working hard towards your stability. And finding balance. I think that's a big theme for you. Let's get some, let's see if there's any more advice cards. You see, there's the Seven of Swords there. Ten of Wands. Knight of Swords, King of Rods. Oh, wow. So there's 2 swords cards here. The 7 of Swords card. There again, it's a choice, right? So firstly, that's a King of Rods. That's a Knight of Swords. So this is there again, the Knight's an immature energy. And I feel like this is what your guidance is to let go of this energy. Doesn't mean you're an immature person, but in some area of your life, it could be relationships, it could be friendships, it could be work, it could be studies. There's some area in your life where you tend to come at your wish fulfillment, the things you want to achieve from kind of a deceptive place, whether it's self-deception or deceiving others, or allowing others to deceive you, and that's what you're being invited to let go of here. This is what you're being asked to let go of. That Fool reminds me of this. And I think that maybe, let me get a clarifier for that the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is about taking on too much. And that could be part of your issue, is this taking on too much and not sharing the load, But there's something about it that is quite imbalanced for you, Group 4. There's something about it that's I don't know if it's a C here. There's the 5 of Swords again, the Queen of Cups, and the Strength card. A Group 4. I feel like your reading is about letting go of games. Letting go of the games, and that's it. And taking back your power. And taking your power, look, you get the fire. So there might be fire signs here. There's a lot of fire, but it doesn't have to be, because I'm also seeing a lot of swords. So maybe what is happening is you are guided to let go of the swords energy and move towards the fire energy. Now the Strength card, this represents Leo, and this is the fire sign, King of Wands. It represents fire. So fire, the King of Wands, is confident. They are ready to take risks, but calculated risks. They are ready to move forward, especially if it comes with the Strength card. The Strength card is about knowing your strength, believing in your strength, and so not having to play games, and trusting in the ability that your strength doesn't need you to bulldoze people. It doesn't need you to play games. You can own your strength in a heart-centered way. And I think that's your challenge over the next 6 months, is to play with this idea of moving from the swords energy to the fire energy. Moving from the swords within you, that mind being stuck in your mind, or allowing others to play mind games with you, to taking your power, your creative power, your self-belief, your ability to create your dreams in a self-reflective way, in an honest way, in a way that is true to your own values, Group 4. And not allowing people to derail you by whatever messages or games they might play. So that's it for you, Group 4. It's a weird message, but that's what it is. And you take it whichever way it fits for you. You know yourself. There's no one else who's going to question that. You know yourself. So work with that. Okay, Group 4, I hope this helps you. Please won't you share your feedback with me. I wish you well in this journey, and I send you lots of love. Bye.